honor of his name he keep in his son to his son. So uh, Salim have a another younger brother also. Each different mothers. So the those names were Murad and Danial. So those are born Murad at 1570 and the Daniel was born at 1572. Of course, they are the princes. In spite of that, they are not having the capabilities to the able to learn the education. So that's why Akbar was suffering much more about his sons. So he deputed so many intellectual teachers and commanders to learn to his sons, but they are failed. So unfortunately, Prince Murad was died at the time of Akbar alive in 1599. Murad was died and Daniel also died at April 1604. So both are adapted the they are adapted the about the opium and women. So that's why they are totally addicted to the opium, wine, and the women. So that's why they are died. So remain a single prince, remain a single prince of Salim Jahangir. So that's why he did not accept as a prince to the successor of his own dynasty. That's why the Salim's son was Khusro. So he was a great prince. So that's why Akbar liked him much more. Then after Akbar was died, the Khusro, before the uh, establishment of suzerainty, so Akbar likes much more to the Khusro. After the death of Akbar, Khusro was rebelling against the Agra. So why? Because of he did not accept his father's ascended the throne. So Khusro was the eldest son of Jahangir. He was born at Lahore, 6th August 1587. His mother was Manbai, daughter of Raja Bhagwan Das of Ambar. So Khusro was a handsome guy and sharp, intellectual, and enlightened popular prince. So uh, he grew up under the affection of Akbar and care of his grandfather. So he had active support of Uncle Raja Man Singh and father-in-law of Mirza Aziz Koka. Mirza Aziz Koka. These two nobles were of Akbar. When Akbar was died, both of these nobles attempted to place the Khusro on the throne in the place of Jahangir. The other nobles are denied that occasion. So that's why Khusro could not forget the dream of becoming the emperor. So he revolted against his father Jahangir. He left from Agra, Agra Fort on April 6th, 1606. So, and the proceeded to Lahore, Delhi. On the way, he visited the tomb of Akbar at Sikandra. On the way to the Lahore, he was joined by Abdur Rahim. So the Abdur Rahim was Diwan of province of Lahore, so whom Khusro was appointed his wazir. So Khusro sought help from Guru Arjan Singh, who was the fifth Guru of Sikh Peeth. So at that time, the Emperor Jahangir reached Punjab with a strong army. The royal forces defeated the prince. Khusro ran away to the Kabul, but ran away to the Kabul. But the Punjab, with a strong army, the royal forces defeated, and he was crossing Chenab River. The Chenab Bias, the tributaries of Sindh. When he was crossed that Chenab River, he captured and put in prison. So Prince Khurram was in charge of Deccan campaign. For his march to Deccan, his elder brother put under his control in personal custody. That's why on the month of March 1622, Khusro was killed by Prince Khurram, or the elder brother of Khurram, Khusro, as Khurram. So when Khurram was died, sorry, when Khusro was died, so then Jahangir was intrigued upon Guru Arjan Singh, or the Sikh, the Peeth. So Guru Arjan Singh is very known about the as a Guru, the fifth Guru of Sikhs, Guru Arjan Dev. So he blessed that Prince Khusro. Guru Arjan Dev received the prince who desired for help from Guru Arjan Singh. So, like his devotees, the Sikh followers, Guru gave a sum of rupees, just like a couple of rupees, like 5,000, for the help to Khusro. So that's why Jahangir imposed a fine of rupees to on Guru Arjan Singh. The fine is approximately 2 lakhs. So that's why he refused to pay that 2 lakhs. Arjun Singh, Guru Arjan Singh, the fifth Sikh Guru, was refused to pay the penalty to the Jahangir. That's why Jahangir was very anguished on Guru Arjan Singh. Then he was tortured to Arjun Singh. Then Guru Arjan Singh was died in 1606. As a matter of fact, the spread of Guru Arjan Dev's religion and his popularity was the basic cause of Jahangir's hostility towards him. So, after the assassination of these intrigues, then Salim Jahangir was ascended the throne at 1605 as a Nuruddin Salim Jahangir. So then after Meher-Nisa Begum entered into the politics along with the Jahangir. So meanwhile, she named as Nur Jahan. Nur Jahan. So Meher-Nisa, she was a daughter of Asmat Beg and Ghiyas Beg. So these two are Persian. These two are Persians. So their daughter was Meher-Nisa Begum. So Meher-Nisa Begum very educated person, Persian lady. Noor Jahan had very refined tastes and an inventive brain. So in 1594, Meherunisa was married to Ali Kuli Beg. Ali Kuli Beg. So, who was the follower of Salim Jahangir when he was a prince? Once upon a day, the Ali Kuli Beg was given a title of Sher Afghan by the Prince Salim Jahangir when he killed a tiger without weapon, only in his hands. So after the death of Akbar, Prince Salim became a emperor and assumed the throne. So then Jahangir appointed Sher Afghan, Fauzdar of Burudwan, which is located in Sundarbans. 16, the Kutubuddin was appointed as governor of Raja Man Singh. So Raja Man Singh, he supported to the Khusro previously. That's why he removed from the throne of the Bengal. So replaced with the who is Kutubuddin. So Sher Afghan was charged of disloyalty to the emperor and was asked to present himself before the new governor. Kutubuddin treated him disrespectfully, which infuriated Sher Afghan. He attacked on Kutubuddin with his swords and killed immediately. So, but Kutubuddin followers killed the Sher Afghan then immediately. That's why Meherunisa and his wife Meherunisa and his daughter Ladli Begum was fell into the alone. That's why they are transferred to the Agra fort. So the Sher Afghan, when he was died, Meherunisa was appointed in the service of Salima Begum, widow of Akbar. So Jahangir saw Meherunisa at the time of Nowruz festival in 1611 of March 1611 and March. So he fell in love with her and married her in the same year 1611. So she was given the title by him as a Noor Mahal. So the light of a palace and Noor Jahan, the light of the world. So he was given the title to Noor Jahan. So when she married the Jahangir, Noor Jahan influenced the throne and influenced the court and influenced the politics. She would make the Noor Jahan Janta separately a team of a puppets team within her hands. So Noor Jahan increased her influence from the time of her marriage with that emperor. So then emperor was becoming a puppet. Salim Jahangir was becoming a puppet. In 1613, she got the rank of Padshah Begum. No lady till then, no lady can assume that title. So Padshah Begum, the first lady of the reign. So she became a power behind the throne. She began to participate actively in the state affairs and worked very hard in mastering and ideal administration. She was able assisted in the discharge of functions by near-end years. Nur Jahan mother Asmat Begum was an intelligent and sagacious lady. So Nur Jahan father Mirza Ghias Beg enjoyed the title of Itmat Uddawla and the Munsabdar of 2000 Savars and Zats. So her brother uh, Abul Hasan was appointed as Mir Saman, master of the royal household with the cabinet rank. He was granted the title of Itkad Khan. After 3 years, he honored with the title of Asif Khan or Asaf Khan, the personal munsab of 3,000 raised to uh, 6,000 within the 3 years he honored. Prince Khurram, the third son of Jahangir, was married Arjumand Begum, who was the daughter of the Asaf Khan. So, Arjumand Begum, you know very well, better known as Mumtaz, the commemoration of her womb. So, becoming a commemoration of her, Shah Jahan built that Taj Mahal. So, she is the Taj Mahal, Mumtaz Mahal was the daughter of Asif Khan. Asif Khan was the brother of Nur Jahan. Nur Jahan is the daughter of Ladli Aspat Beg and Giyas Beg. So, in this scenario, these people were made a junta. So, junta or a junta. So, becoming a team, a intriguous team. So, when she was married, the Khurram in 1612, the daughter of Asif Khan, the prince became a favorite. Nur Jahan rapidly rose prominence. Imperial court. Nur Jahan formed a junta until what I say, the junta was a team of the Nur Jahan and Asmat Beg, Giyas Beg, and Itmat Uddawla. So Prince Khurram. So these members of this junta. So in 1621, when 1621, the Ladli Begum, the daughter of Sher Afghan and Meherunnisa, so she was married to Prince Shahryar. Shahryar was another son of Jahangir, Salim Jahangir. Was of 8,000 Zat and 4. This marriage brought about the change in power politics. Why? Because of after the marriage of Ladli Begum, Nur Jahan decided that in the place of Khurram, the next emperor should be her own son-in-law Shahryar, who could be a puppet in her hands. So she expecting the running emperor was puppet and would be emperor also be a puppet. She would expected like that. So Nur Jahan played a vital role in Mughal politics and an active role in Mughal politics. So Nur Jahan became a powerless after the death of Salim Jahangir. So Shah Jahan, the Khurram settled as a Shah Jahan and pension given the pension to her, and she lived in Lahore. She lived after the 18 years of death of her husband Salim Jahangir. In 1645, she died and buried at Shahdara, at Shahdara near Lahore. So, according to the Ishwari Prasad, who was the eminent historian explained about he gave an account of a few men in the world, a few women in the world's history have displayed such masterful qualities as Noor Jahan, a courage and statesmanship as this extraordinary woman of no, Meherunisa Begum or Noor Jahan. So after the collaboration lost the Noor Jahan, so after the death of Jahangir, so she will be settled at Lahore and dead like this. So the Jahangir, the career and conquests of Jahangir, the campaigns and conquests of Jahangir. So Jahangir was the he directly he did not conquer the much of princely states, but the with the help of Khurram, he conquered so many places like this. So Rana Amar Singh of Mewar, the son of the famous Rana Pratap Singh. So he was refused to submit to Jahangir. So letter sent to the expeditions against the Jahangir, but without success. At last, in 1614, Prince Khurram defeated him and annexed his Mewar into the Mughal Empire. Amar Singh was compelled to attend the court in prison. So Amar Singh very generously. So the Rana, out of that Rana Amar Singh, the Rana son's Karna was appointed as to high military commandant as Munsabdar in the imperial army. Besides, Jahangir caused life size statues of Rana and his son, who was lost their lives. So, thus Jahangir put an end to the Mughal Mewar hostility. He was very proud of this success because even Akbar had failed to bring this dynasty to its knees. In 1620, Prince Khurram conquered Kangra. You know very well, Kangra was at the time of Sher Khan and at the time of Babur and Akbar. So it was a mighty fort. It is a popular fort, Kangra. So Jahangir was very proud of his conquest also, since Akbar failed to conquer this fort. Kandahar had been conquered by Akbar, but in 1622, Shah Abbas, the Iranian king, was conquered in 1600, declared independence against the Mughal Empire. In 1610, under its able Abyssinian minister, the Abyssinian minister Malik Ambar, Jahangir sent a Prince Khurram to annex that kingdom. So Ahmadnagar fell, but Mughals could not establish this rule there. So meanwhile, Jahangir directly not captured any type of princely states or any type of territories. So along with the behalf of his son Khurram was a very brilliant and warrior. That's why he conquered under the guidance of Jahangir. So that's why Jahangir glittered as a emperor. So next, Jahangir was held the amicable relationship with the Europeans. The European companies came in the reign of Jahangir. So then the Portuguese and English European officials came into the court of Jahangir. So for the growth of trade in Mughal Empire. So the Portuguese were good to begin with the relationship with Jahangir, the considerable and influenced with the emperor, but this influence of Portuguese did not last long because an act of is and they lost grace with the emperor resulted in Jahangir bestowing the favors on the English. So the English also held the trading relationship with the Jahangir. So the captain William Hawkins and the captain uh, Thomas Sir Thomas Roe and Edwards from the James I. Sir Thomas Roe arrived at Agra in 1615. He was a capable and astute politician. His object was to secure some privileges for the English East India Company. So that's why he permitted the English obtained the permissions from Jahangir to open a factory at Surat. So the Sir Thomas Roe's journal gives us an account of his experiences in India. So after uh, the European relationship, Khurram, who was a prince of Jahangir, was raised the rebellion against the Jahangir and Nur Jahan. Why? Because of Nur Jahan would be seems to be a emperor as his her own son-in-law Shahryar. So that's why Ladli Begum, Nur Jahan's daughter by Sher Afghan was married a Prince Shahryar 1621, we know. So the youngest son of Jahangir was Shahryar. So before the succession of her son-in-law, Shahryar to the throne, at this Prince Khurram rebelled against the Jahangir. He marched to Agra, but he was defeated by the Mahabat Khan and fled to Deccan, where joined Malik Ambar, his old enemy. In 1625, Prince Khurram Shah Jahan submitted his father, sent his two sons Dara and Aurangzeb as hostages to his father and surrendered to forts of Rohtas and Asirgarh. But he remained in the Deccan till the death of his father. So Mahabat Khan also raised the rebellion, who was a believer of Jahangir. He was also raised the rebellion. So Mahabat Khan was a famous general of Jahangir and wielded great power and influence. Nur Jahan views jealousy upon him. So and she was embracing upon him and someone to answer the charges. Mahabat Khan obeyed to the throne, but he had his suspicious. So he went to escort by 5,000 faithful Rajputs and seized the emperor's person on the bank of Jhelum while he was on his way to Kabul. But at Kabul, here you can listen here. Kabul, the Nur Jahan cleverly secured with the Jahangir's release, and Mahabat Khan fled to Deccan and joined Prince Khurram. who was in revolt. So Khurram and along with the Mahbub Khan was raised the rebellion against the empire. So afterwards, the Jahangir was always used that wine. He was addicted to the wine and the women. So that's why Noor Jahan was actively participating in the politics. So she again provoked him to addict that wine and women. So he felt in sick at the time of 1627. So the last days of Jahangir were clouded by sorrows and misfortunes. So he was addicted drink and suffered from asthma during the last years of his life. His second son, Parvez, died earlier to him, while his third son, Shah Jahan, was in open revolt. He died in 1627, and he was buried in a beautiful tomb, Shadhara, near Lahore. Same, the place to place nearest to the Jahangir and Shah Jahan in one place, both are buried. So Jahangir was a versatile scholar and interested in languages, history, geography, natural science, painting, drawing, music, architecture, horticulture. So these multidisciplinaries are headed by the Jahangir. So, however, he was a good huntsman and swordsman. His authentic Tujk-e Jahangiri, which is covering 19 years of his reign, gives us a wonderful information himself. From them, we know that he was a mixture of opposites. He was a mixture of opposites. So Jahangir was very just a ruler. He was very generous and good-hearted, but occasionally passion. And then inflicted very cruel punishment. Was a drunkard and called talented drunkard. He was lover of gardens and lover of beauty. He laid out Shalimar and Nishad gardens near Srinagar. He was also interested in art and architecture. Uh, Among his notable buildings are Akbar's tomb at Secundra and Hikmat Uddaulla's tomb near Agra and great mosques at great masjid at Lahore. So, after the death of Aurangzeb, there is a war of succession. In this war of succession, the fortune got by the Shah Jahan. So, in the history of Mughal, Shah Jahan occupied prominent place. He was a contributed lot of development of Mughal Empire. So, his victories as a prince. So, it is notable victories he held, and he held the very good positions during that Jahangir's reign. But he's ascended the throne not easily. He faced the very intriguous and very accessional difficulties faced by him. And as two sons of Khurram, like Khusro and Khurram, Khurram was a Shah Jahan, and Shahryar was another king. You know, so there is a war of succession. The death of Mumtaz Mahal, he was felt in depression. So Mumtaz Mahal, you know very well until we are discussed about her. Mumtaz Mahal was dearly loved wife of Shah Jahan, so who was daughter of Asif Khan, we knows very well. So she bore to Shah Jahan 8 sons and 6 daughters. Between the years 1613 and 1631, she was originally named as Arjumand Begum, Arjumand Begum, and entitled Nawab Aliya Begum, entitled Nawab Aliya Begum, and alternatively Mumtaz Mahal, the ornament of the palace, the ornament of the palace or ornament of the court. So she was a very charming and virtuous lady and was highly accomplished. She was thoroughly devoted to her husband. In 1631, she died childbirth of Burhanpur. Taj Mahal at Agra, the unrivaled monument to her memory built by the Shah Jahan in 1632. So during the Shah Jahan's reign, unfortunately, raised the so many famines. So the famines during his early days, like Jahangir's Shah Jahan's reign, 1630 and 32, when this period was a terrible famines broke out in Deccan and Gujarat. They took heavily toll of life and caused terrible misery to the people, as Peter Mundy, who was a traveler, English traveler, notes. According to him, Shah Jahan took no sincere measures to alleviate the suffering of the people. Abul Hamid Lahari, the court historian of Shah Jahan, so he observes the destitution at last reached such a pitch that men began to devour each other, and the flesh of a son was preferred to his love. So, like that, the famines were very terrible. Famine occurred in 1630 and 1632. So, after the famines, we would like to discuss about the Deccan Wars. So, the Deccan was the prominently great and mighty dynasties are ruled in Deccan. Uh, Shah Jahan begins his conquest upon Deccan to annexing that. So he succeeded that Deccan well in his efforts. So soon after the Shah Jahan succession, Khan Jahan Lodi, the governor of Deccan, revolted against him. So he was helped by the Sultan Ahmadnagar, but at last, after 3 years of war, he was defeated and put to death in 1631. So after the annexation of Deccan, he went to his site on the Ahmadnagar. So Ahmadnagar was Sultan of Nizam Shah. So had helped to Khan Jahan Lodi. War was therefore declared against the Ahmadnagar, and it was annexed to the Mughal Empire in 1633. An attempt for this independence, he was made 2 years later by Shahaji, father of Shahaji Bhonsle, the father of Shivaji. So, but it was unsuccessful, and the Nizam Shahi kingdom was finally conquered by in 1636. 1636. And then he cited the submission of Bijapur and Golconda. So you know very well Bijapur, Berar, Ahmednagar, and these Golconda. So these were born from Bahmani Sultanate. The Bahmani Sultanate was divided into five mini kingdoms like Bidar, Berar, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, and Golconda. So, like this, the among them, Ahmednagar was captured by him, and the Bijapur remains that Bijapur, Berar also uh, uh, annexed previously, and next he intended the conquest of Bijapur and Golconda. After the conquest of Ahmednagar, so Shah Jahan turned his attention to Shia states. So because why? Because of they are Sunnis. The Muslims were divided into two parts, two departments. Like Shias, one sect is Shias, the another sect is Sunnis. So between them, they are raised the anti-movements against both of them, just like the Shah Jahan became a Sunni. He was conquered on the Shia Muslims like Bijapur Sultanate. So the Bijapur Sultan was tributed regularly. Golconda also submitted and agreed to pay the tribute. So, however, Bijapur resisted the demand of some time. The Mughal armies thereupon ruthlessly plundered the country. So, the Sultan of Bijapur also yielded. Shah Jahan, now 1676, appointed Aurangzeb as a Deccan affairs, the youth of 18, Viceroy of the Mughal Deccan, which then comprised of then provinces of Khandesh, Berar, and Telangana, Daulatabad. So these were annexed to the Aurangzeb for the Deccan affairs. Thereafter 20 years, there was a peace in Deccan, but in 1656 was again broke out. The Sultan of Golconda had imprisoned the son of his prime minister Mir Jumla, who tried to acquire the semi-independent position. So Mir Jumla, the son was released, but nothing more was achieved. In the same year, Bijapur was also attacked, tackling advantage of the internal disbranches in that kingdom. But Aurangzeb had raised that siege for he was called away to take part in the war of succession. So the relation with the Portuguese siege of Hooghly. So Portuguese had established at Hooghly as a factory. They kidnapped Hindu and Muslim children, oftenly, and forcibly converted them to the Christianity. So they also engaged in cruel slave trade. They were rash enough even to Mumtaz Mahal by detaining two slave girls whom she claimed. Shah Jahan decided to punish them and ordered Qasim Khan, the governor of Bengal, to lay siege to Hooghly in 1632. The Portuguese put up brave resistance but were defeated. The Central Asian policy. Shah Jahan, like his grandfather Akbar, had always felt a strong desire to exercise complete control over the hilly region of Badakhshan. So, and more descendant province of Balkh. So, laying that between the Hindu Kush and Oxus mountains. Only if possible, the Mughal emperor wanted to possess even Trans-Oxina too. So, and its capital, Samarkand, the Uzbek chief there, because of the internal revolt, sought Shah Jahan intervention. Prince Murad Baksh with Ali Mardan Khan took possession of Badakhshan and Balkh in 1646. But in 1647, the Uzbek ruler, with Persian help, compelled the Mughal forces to evaluate the Balkh. So, loss of Kandahar. Loss of Kandahar. The city of Kandahar, because of its strategic position and being on trade route between India and Persia. It was of great importance both to Thai Shah of Persia and the Emperor of India. So both wanted to possess it. Humayun held the city for few years. Akbar had conquered in 1595, but during the reign of Jahangir, Shah Abbas of Persia had recovered it in 1622. Shah Jahan wanted to recapture it. Ali Mardan Khan and Iranian governor Kandahar was for some reason dissatisfied with Shah Abbas for 1638 and 1649 to the Mughal Empire. So the Prince Aurangzeb ordered to Deccan, and the Shah Jahan's prince, the sons of Shah Jahan, they are scattered the four east, west, north, south as a rulers of governors and like viceroys. They are scattered four ways. That's why the four people were intended to the succession of Agra for the Mughal Empire. So the War of Succession started at 1657 and 1658. So in September 1657, Shah Jahan fell seriously ill at Agra. He was 60-year-old then, and it was feared that he would not recover of his son's Dara Shikoh, the eldest son, favorite son of Shah Jahan was with him. Shuja was at Bengal, and Aurangzeb was in Deccan. Murad, the youngest son, in Gujarat. So the four were in four places. So all the four brothers had large armies at their command. In the War of Succession that followed, Aurangzeb defeated Dara Shikoh in Battle of Samurgarh in May 1658. Aurangzeb occupied Agra on 8th June 1658. He disposed his father and made him prison for life till he died 8 years later in 1666. During his imprisonment, Shah Jahan saw that was executed in Gwalior in 1661. So he defeated Shuja at Khwaja near the Allahabad. In January 1659, Mir Jumla, Aurangzeb general, pursued him as for Arakan, captured Bolan Pass. Dara dressed in rags and made amount of mean looking elephant and was paraded in streets of Delhi. Then he was declared kafir and put to death. Thus, Aurangzeb secured the throne of his father. So here Aurangzeb was intrigued upon his remained three brothers. The eldest brother was very good mannered, so that's why he became a peace. So he was a poet and writer. So he wrote a book, Maha Samudra Sangama. So that's why he was near to the Hindu people, and he was son of Rajput princess. That's why Aurangzeb was blamed him as a kafir. Why? Because of he not honored the Muslim principles. He prior to the Hindus and Hindu people by Dara Shikoh. So he exposed him as a Hindu supporter. That's why Dara Shikoh was repelled and throw the stones by the people. He was paraded at the Delhi streets as a the Hindu supporter. So that's why he killed by the Aurangzeb. And after the intrigues, Murad was blamed as a drinker. So this type of intrigues, conspiracies. So Aurangzeb was ascended the throne in 21st July 1658. So he was captured the throne in formally the second time in June 1659. He was the last great Mughal ruler. He was dead in 1707. So he blamed the society and he blamed that the princess of the great Mughals, and he blamed the local people as a kafirs. So his religious policy was very restricted. That's why the Mughal Empire bear the another tribes and another regional people was rebelled against the Mughal emperor. So he was the two Persian reigns. He was events in North India 1658 to 1681. So he invaded on Assam and Arakan. So the Jat rebellions during his reign, all the rebellions were occurred raised against the Aurangzeb. Why? Because of his internal policy, his foreign policy, his religious policy. So his policies are more policies are the cause of decline of the Mughal Empire. So he was doubted upon his sons when he proclaimed himself as Jil Illa, and he not believed as his shadow too. That's why the Jats, Sikhs, and Marathas, as well as the Rohillas and the Dakkan people. So around the Mughal Empire, the people were rebel against him, and he conducted the wars against the Rajputs. Rajputs are empire from the beginning of Akbar's reign to. So that relationship damaged by the Aurangzeb. Then the Rajputs, all the Rajputs are they are intended to declared the independence themselves. So that's why the after the death of Aurangzeb, the Mughal Empire was going to be very thin and very small. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Sir, 1 second, sir. Sir, if you
Yeah.
tell us important questions, 2, 3, it will be very helpful for us. 2, 3 important questions on this from this unit.
Two, three important questions from this lesson is
Yes, sir.
the first question, the raised an essay. The first question is notable question, the sources of the medieval Indian history. The sources are two types, the archaeological and the literary evidences. So that is an essay question, the first and primary question. The second important question is the what achievements, life and achievements of Babur. The third one is
Now, are you going to tell the important questions? Means we need to write it.
You can record. You can record my voice. The first question is the sources of medieval Indian history. That is nothing but the Mughal Indian history.
The sources of
Yeah.
the sources.
Sources. You can see that sources are two types, so you can remember them.
Sources of
medieval Indian history.
Okay, sir. Next question, sir.
The next question is the life and achievements of Babur.
Okay, sir.
The third one is the life and administration of Sher Shah. Sher Shah.
Okay, sir.
So
third question is
third question is Sher Shah. It is the administration of Sher Shah. It is very, very important question, compulsory question in your examination.
Okay, sir. Okay.
The fourth question is the religious policy or the Rajput policy of Akbar.
Okay, sir. Religious policy of Akbar.
Yes.
Any more, sir?
The golden age of Mughal Empire, that is nothing but Shah Jahan's rule.
Okay, sir.
once can you repeat?
The golden age of Mughals. Yes, yes. The last question is the causes for the decline of Mughal Empire.
Yeah.
Causes for the decline of Mughal Empire.
Yes. Causes for the decline of Mughal Empire.
That's all, sir. That's all, sir.
Okay, shall I leave?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, one and all.